not represent the views or opinions of Family Flavors, The Slide, WBN Inc., its affiliates, its sister companies, or respective companies which these individuals are affiliated or have been previously affiliated. The program's participants' opinions and content are based upon information they consider reliable, but neither Family Flavors, The Slide, WBN Inc., nor its affiliates warrant its completeness or accuracy, and it should not be considered as such. All rights to the media broadcaster on this platform belong solely to the copyright owners of said media. Family Flavors, The Slide, WBN Inc., and its affiliates do not make claims to own the media broadcasted on our network.
You've tuned in to Family Flavors, The Slide World Broadcasting Network. Welcome to Rachels Roundtable. I'm your host, Rachels Stovall, and we are so excited to have you today for a very special roundtable. We want to take a look at local homelessness from the eyes of the artistic staff of More Than Music and Family Flavors, The Slide. I'm your girl, Rachel Stovall, and you know me from writing at the Gazette, from my work as a community advocate, and from work all over the state of Colorado to make it better. Let's get live and into The Slide at Dorchester Park. This was an exciting outreach that we called Give in the Name of Love.
Yes.
Give in the name of love. You know what time it is, man. Whole lot of more music business, man. We here. Members of the Slide World Broadcast Network. The team out here, man. We're in this. Shout out to South Media.
A classic for the people, you heard?
It's gonna be okay when you lost, don't know what to do in life. Gonna be okay.
We showed everyone what community looks like out in Dorchester Park. We brought food, we brought clothing, we brought the Care and Share truck that gave people what they needed.
And I'm running for Colorado House of Representatives, House District 17. I'm excited because this just reminds me of my time of work here in the community with the Springs Rescue Mission. I'm out today with Family Flavors, The Slide, and we are doing our annual cleanup day, giveaway, / community party right here in Dorchester Park in Colorado Springs. And why are we doing it? We're doing it because with everything that happened with COVID in our community, we have more and more people dropping into homelessness. We've got to work on what it takes to get enough housing, because we've all heard about the housing inventory being very low in our area, and also on making housing something that Coloradans can afford. We can't keep having Coloradans choose between the utilities or the rent or food or utilities. We just have to do our part. So we're out with our whole crew, radio people, staff, tech people. We're doing it, and we aren't just talking about building community with the homeless. We're doing it because everybody is worthy of being treated like they belong. Anyway, I'm Rachel Stovall, and I think if you were looking around, they may show you this on camera later. We've got the area where the food is being cooked. We've got all sorts of treats that were donated. We have shoes, we have clothes, and I learned the number one item in demand today, socks. These Colorado winters aren't any joke, and socks can be the difference between frostbite or not. Learn more. Visit us at Family Flavors The Slide, World Broadcasting Network, or The Slide, World Broadcasting Network. And just join us the next time. It's the Day of Love, and we're just trying to show that we will give in the name of love.
Feel the fire, feel the fire, feel the fire.
I'm Joanna, and I am with Karen Share Food Bank, and we are out here today at Dorchester Park, and it is really exciting because we brought our mobile market out as part of this event, and we have food on our mobile market that people can come up to. They pack their own bags, and they get to take it home. The great thing about this is that our mobile market can pull up into parks, small parking lots, small neighborhoods, and then it's an easy shop and go type of experience. All of the food is free, and anyone who needs it can take it. Today we have a ton of rescue food from Starbucks, so it is perfect for people who just might need something to snack on right away, and they don't have to cook the food at all. It is easy to eat, and it's delicious food as well.
That is awesome. And I see you guys also have dog food and, stuff for the animals.
What you doing live? Gonna be okay. Better days on the way, gotta taste the sky. Gonna be okay. Okay, I'll be okay. We be okay. I'm so blessed to have woke up this morning. I'm so blessed to be breathing free air. I'm so blessed, yes, I found a family. I'm so blessed. We so blessed, we so blessed. Man, I came along.
Hi, I'm Glenn Wallace. I'm the new managing editor for the Southeast Express newspaper. We're a monthly non-profit newspaper, just covering the Southeast, covering issues that media, doesn't always get to. So we're just looking for stories, and we heard about the event here today, and definitely wanted to come down here, check it out, meet some folks, see what's going on, and just get a feel for the community in the streets here. And it's been good.
That's what we are, so don't let them change it. Mental dictation, spoken the nation. Fill us with love, just spit in our faces. You know I won't lose. It's gonna be okay when you lost, don't know what to do in life. Gonna be okay. Better days on the way, gotta taste the sky. Gonna be okay.
I'm Steve Schleicher. I'm the Republican candidate to be our next El Paso County Clerk and Recorder. And this is a good thing here in our community. Come on down here, helping our citizens that are, homeless. They need some help. They need to lift up and things like that. So I encourage all of my fellow elected officials and candidates to come on down with the slide and help out our citizens.
Okay, I'll be okay. We be okay. It's gonna be okay when you lost, don't know what to do in life. Gonna be okay. Better days on the way, gotta taste the sky. It's gonna be okay. Okay, I'll be okay. We be okay. I'm so blessed to have woke up this morning. I'm so blessed to be breathing free air.
My name is Rita. I am with Tessa. We are the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Organization. We have been around this community for over 45 years. We've been in this community since 1977, and we're here today to just bring awareness, bring help, and anything that we can provide to those that are in need. We've brought bags with hiking products, as well as just information on Tessa, what we do. We're giving away pens, and just good fun things, just like chapsticks and hand sanitizer. So we really just appreciate the support, as well as just honoring and asking us to be a part of this event, because we really want to give back to the community, and we're really right up the street, so we're in this community every day, so it's really great to be a part of it.
Yes, I found a family. I'm so blessed. We so blessed. We so blessed.
Hey, sincerely you, brother. This here, man, this for the people. All the communities across America.
I'm Chris Brown. I love you. It's Carrie. I donated some stuff. I hope you get it. And God bless everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's On with Ron, host Ron Young. Welcome. We're here at the Give in the Name of Love, guys, and we just wanted to just give a shout out to everybody that's here today and just really show the love. Everybody that's around and here in the park, we just love everybody. And if you're listening to my show, you'll always get a chance to get some inspiration, get some love, 8 to 10 on Mondays, on Motivation Mondays, and super excited to be able to be a part of that with you guys. I hope you guys have one love. Talk to you soon.
All the communities across the world, it's gonna be alright. Keep striving, keep struggling, keep doing what you do. Can't nobody take away from that.
My name is Carl Denton. I'm running for sheriff of El Paso County. Today we are here in Dorchester Park giving back to the homeless. We're doing a community cleanup. Just a little about myself. I served 6 years in the military, and I was a police officer for a while, federal law enforcement. But what we're doing here is it's a lot bigger than ourselves. We're trying to take care of the homeless because it's one of the forgotten population here in Colorado Springs. And I know for the last several years, the city have made it a lot harder for the homeless. You know, I know they go in, they destroy the camps, and recently they just passed this new bill where they can't lay on the street. So, you know, it's just trying to do the right thing. You know, we do the right thing when no one is looking, and that's what we got.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Mary Gaucher. I'm with the Department of the Air Force, as well as I do Lady G Talks on Family Flavors of Slide World Broadcasting Network. So thank you all. We out here today giving in the name of love, and so we're out here feeding the homeless. So come out, they picking up trash. We're also giving out meals. So they got hot dogs, water, donuts, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I'm out here because like to support for Trinity and Phoenix and just support on Family Flavors of Slide. This is an awesome radio station here. I do my podcast, and I mean, I love working with these guys. This is what I do on my off time.
My name is Raphael, but you can call me Rap for short. I'm with Family Flavors of Slide, and I'm the lead trash pickup person. I take trash cleanup.
Man, I'm kidding.
And then if you want to go over there, I saw the other bags, but that might be too much. But like, we're just going out in the community and helping out and cleaning up everything we can, cleaning up the sewage pipes, stuff like that, so water can run through. Cause you know, you see all the puddles, it's all flooded. So I want to like just clean up around the park completely and gather as many bags as I can before like it gets late. I'm gonna probably be out here till like 7 or 8, but you know, it's kind of worth it because you get like a whole stack of bags, and then like the park just looks like so much better. It's kind of crazy. Like you don't realize the pollution until like you find every little detail. You know what I mean? Like it's like you just overview it like, oh, it's just a park. That's why I just want to like, I don't know, clear the ways and make it look better, because a lot of people are like frowned on, you know what I mean? And so if the park looks like a clean place and they got no complaints.
So I'm Sherry Carlson. I own Collaborative Consulting Group. We are a consulting company for nonprofits to help them with their strategy and structure. And we are here at Giving in the Name of Love because I really believe in giving back to community, that everything we do as a for-profit or nonprofit should be to make the world a better place. So we're out here with Care and Share, we're out here with Family Flavors, making sure that we're doing what we can to support the people in need that are here. So my son has joined us because I thought it was a very important experience for him to come out and see the impact that you can have just by spending a few hours a day.
Hello, my name is Cicely. I am the leader and lady of Ribbon in the Sky. We do a lot of nonprofit community efforts right now. My main contribution is things like what you see here today. I am a housing expert for the city as well as a local politician, and so I do take pride in giving back to the community. I am a native as well, and so I do love the city of Colorado Springs. I couple with Family Flavors, the Slide World Broadcasting Network, to bring on events like you have here today, and look forward to many more. I'm also endeavoring in starting law school so that I can bring nonprofit law assistance to the community.
We're down here in Dorchester Park, live on location for our Giving in the Name of Love event. If you're in Colorado Springs, Colorado, that's on the corner of Las Vegas and South Nevada Avenue. come down and see us. We are here with the Worshipful Master and his beautiful princess. We want to know a little bit more about you. Can you just tell us more about yourself?
Of course. David Nolan, I'm the Worshipful Master, Pikes Peak Lodge number 5, free and accepted. We're in Colorado Springs. And currently, we're doing everything we can to try to bring the community up. That's why we're glad to be here at the Give in the Name of Love with family flavors to slide. And it's just a beautiful day. Everything I've seen out here has been all unity. We got Karen Share out here giving away food. We got live music. I'm just blessed to be a part of this event. And if anybody needs any guidance on becoming a Freemason or how they can help out in the community, please go to pikespeak5.com. That's the number 5.
Yeah, she telling them.
Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Master.
That's right.
Sing this song. Now and then an old friend of mine I've not seen for some time. He would stop by and ask me, "Hey bro, where you been? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?" They ask me why I'm not drinking and still painting this whole town red. I tell them I'm serving Jesus now, and the old man is dead.
2 Corinthians 5:17.
And the man you see before you, he may look a lot the same. He may wear the same old clothes and have the same old name. But you're looking on the outside. If you can see inside instead, you will see a brand new man, and the old man is dead. I used to live such a wicked life. I had no hope in sight. I was lost in the darkness, searching for the light. Then one night in a little church, after hearing what the preacher said,
it happened to be an African-American preacher, a sister.
I gave my life to Jesus, and the old man is dead. And the man you see before you, he may look a lot the same. He may wear the same old clothes and have the same old name. But you're looking on the outside. If you can see inside his face, you will see a brand new man. Because the old man is dead.
Colorado Springs Fellowship, here at Colorado Springs, sister.
These are the voices of community as a group of people who believed that they could make a difference went out and brought different resources to those that we call unhoused or homeless. This is important work, the work that we need to do more of in the Pikes Peak region. I'm so glad to be able to have you in to hear the voices, the music, and to consider in 2022, what should we do? Should life just be about us? Should it just be about our families? Or should we aspire to more? I believe that we should aspire to more. And as we look at the conflict that's happening all around us, we look overseas, we see conflict between nations, we look around where we're at, we see conflict within our state, we see conflict within our country. But when we get together to do things and we agree to help those who are less fortunate, we bypass what is so conflicted, what is so toxic, what is so difficult, and we move into what we can call seriously and truly common unity. In Colorado Springs, helping the homeless community is what all of our community should look like. We're going to go to a commercial break, pay some bills, come back with some music. I hope we've given you a lot of food for thought today on Rachel's Roundtable. Are you part of the community that's helping? I hope so.
Are you looking for a strong legal team to help you through a time of crisis? Unknown of who to contact when the law is overbearing? Are your friends or loved ones in fear and trial is drawing near? Defense is more than simply a word within the hallowed halls of the law offices of Barker and Tolini. Ladies and gentlemen, it is literally a cornerstone that these men work, breathe, and live by every day. For nearly a decade, this prestigious law firm has humbly and diligently labored in defense of the people. The law offices of Barker and Tolini are the premier criminal defense attorneys within the Bark State. Hands down. In your time of legal need, contact the super team of Barker and Tolini at 719-227-0230. Again, that's 719-227-0230. Let them know that you heard it here on the slide so they know we got your back. Contact the offices of Barker and Tolini at 720 South Home Street, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80903, or at ColoradoSpringsCOLawOffice.com.
Good morning.
Good morning. Come join me.
How you doing? What you doing?
I've seen you in forever.
I know,
Put up a
right?
seat.
How you doing? I am going to be in and out of here now taking photos.
I love that.
Yeah.
Your photo work is always so beautiful.
It's getting there. You know, Rachel had me, tweaked me and shook me up and everything, and now my pictures are coming out pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rachel Riley?
Yeah.
For being what it is, it's gone very well.
Yeah.
Okay, she's counting us in. You've tuned in to Rachel's Roundtable right here at Family Flavors the Slide, World Broadcasting Network. We've been talking today about homelessness. We brought all of you that listen and watch us and follow us and all of those things. We brought you into one of our recent outreaches where we gave in the name of love at Dorchester Park here in Colorado Springs. And we were joined by such great groups as Tessa and Karen Share to help us to help those who are in crisis in our community. And my special guest, Arlita, who is our staff photographer here at Family Flavors the Slide, we were talking about homelessness, and we kind of want to bring you into that conversation. But I think that you should introduce yourself to the people and tell them a little bit about the pictures that you take.
Hey, my name is Arlita, and I run Our Moments Photography, and I take a lot of fashion photos. I take a lot of family photos. I take a lot of individual photos. I also started getting into landscape pieces. So I'm really excited, and I'm excited to be here at Family Flavors having this conversation about homelessness. This is a really important topic.
It is. And I think that more and more of us are being affected or have been affected, and it's one of those things where sometimes it's visible and we're thinking about it, but a lot of times being unhoused is invisible.
Yes, because I've also been homeless twice before in my past. Mm-hmm. It's something that it's 1 minute you everything is on top, and the next minute everything's gone. It's that process is one that's a blur.
Right. It makes sense. So the average American is a single paycheck away from having everything come tumbling down and being homeless. And actually, I know this would be surprising for a lot of people, but I was homeless. I was homeless back in, oh my goodness, let me think about this, 1993.
Shocked. I'm very shocked.
Mm-hmm. I was. I had a time in my life where things were kind of going, and then I started going through a divorce, and when half your income walks out the door,
yes,
everything can implode, and so it kind of imploded. So I found myself on a friend's couch. I tried to get a place, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And here you are, rushing, and you got to get the cheapest place. And so I get into this place, and the gas wasn't on yet because I didn't have the money to turn the gas on.
Yeah,
so
been there too.
I waited for like a month, come to find out, much to my horror, the way the plumbing was in the house, they couldn't turn it on. They couldn't turn the gas on. And so I went into the winter of 1993 with no heat and no hot water. I went and bought electric heaters because I didn't know what else to do.
Right.
I didn't have enough in the bank.
Well, what were you supposed to do with that?
And I was one of those people, a lot of people kind of have things such that they know where all the agencies are, or they hear from friends how to get food stamps,
yes,
or, they get kind of, there's a way of getting connected.
Right.
I don't have any other way to say this, but poverty is its own community, right?
It is.
Well,
yes,
it wasn't the one I was a part of, so I didn't know anything.
Oh.
So I was this, middle-class person that just, boom, dropped into, I don't know where the resources are at, I don't know what to do, I was just kind of stuck. So here I am, I'm in the winter, and Alabama, you go, oh, that's a mild winter.
Right.
Why did the winter of 1993 be the one where Alabama gets snow for the first time in several decades?
You have no gas?
No gas, no hot water, and then...
How did you make it through that, though?
I have no idea.
I'm sure it was cold.
It was very cold, but what we did was, my son and I, the son who's, oh my God, almost 40 now, we bought electric heaters, we plugged them into kind of a single room, shut the doors, conserving the heat in the room,
right,
and slept in the same bed
mm-hmm,
to make sure that we kind of had, each other, for some sort of warmth. And so a lot of times people look at me like, Rachel, you're so passionate about homelessness. Well, I've had the experience.
Exactly, yes.
I had the experience, and I had the experience of dealing with a slumlord who wouldn't give me my money back.
Oh, that's horrible.
I had to call the city of
God.
Montgomery and have them come out and inspect this place that we were in, and then they immediately condemned it. So we had to move. I did not know what I was going to do.
But to be honest with you, you were practically sleeping on the streets anyway.
Exactly, because it was so cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
you
it was
should have
so
been.
cold.
Yeah, it's almost like you were in your car. Your car was warmer than that, I'm sure.
Real talk, right? And so, and truthfully, it didn't occur to me to sleep in the car because, when your money is kind of funny, just even getting up enough money for gas is kind of a challenge, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because, I had the situation that I had. And so I came home to Colorado like on a wing and a prayer, you know what I mean? And I did not know what was going to happen next. The only thing I had was what was most important to me: my faith, my child, and myself.
That's inspiration.
And I vowed that I would never again be in that situation. I was here and I got a job with the city in like a few weeks. It was like I just started walking into, my way going up. And every place in that, somebody helped me. This is why I love people so much today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? From the person who gave me the referral to get into the city, somebody that I went to school with, to, a relative who helped me, get a car. I borrowed money from her, and I paid every last bit of that back. I'm just talking to some of y'all.
Right.
I know your money kind of funny, but do what you're supposed to do. And, it just, gets easier. You can go back to somebody you borrowed from if you pay it back. Let's just be for real.
Yes.
But I had that whole experience, and I am always going to be someone who's going to help other people in the midst of that experience. And everybody assumes, you on drugs, you doing this, you doing that. I wasn't doing any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I was,
I
was a newly single mom who just didn't know anything about the system. And back then, where I lived at in Alabama, I was kind of isolated. And that was the big thing I learned. Don't be isolated. You have to be connected.
Yes.
We ain't going to make it without a support system.
That is true.
And that's
huge.
People, right? That's like, people. So I want to be a support system to other people.
That's
I have to laugh though, but you still look so, she's just like, Miss Rachel? Yeah.
But and I'm the loner, but everything you said is absolutely correct. And a lot of us, and a lot of people that are homeless today don't have a support system, and that's why they're on the street.
Exactly.
And like you, they probably don't know where to get these resources and how to stay in their homes. I drive Lyft at night. I think I mentioned it to you. And a lot of people I pick up to and from work are going back to hotels. They're not even going back to regular homes.
Right.
It's very, very, it's hard. It's tough.
It is hard out there. And then the cost of housing. I remember, when I came back to Colorado in 1993, after, getting things together, working, moving forward, I was able to get a house in 1995. Girl, over in Deerfield Hills.
Oh,
by the way, I grew up over there.
Okay.
So, here I am, I get my house, and the house was, $600 a month.
Okay.
Well, that's affordable, even on, not great pay, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's affordable. You can't even find a one-bedroom apartment in Colorado Springs.
Not anymore.
For $600 anymore.
Not anymore.
And it worries me. Because having lived through that experience, just having everything kind of implode, I look and I feel that people are imploding around us.
We're looking at 20 years since you've been homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And in shopping for apartments, one bedroom is a minimum of $1,200, I would estimate.
Right.
So that's twice the amount since you've been here.
Absolutely. And yet, from what I can see, the wages are not that much more.
And it's not slowing down either.
Yeah. And
this COVID's got it going
way, way up. And so, I know that we have to, we just have to attack it from a variety of angles. But the very first one, us being a support system to other people, is important. So I'll suggest this to some of you folks out there. I have a home, and I had a recent life change. My husband died, and so I was in this house by myself, me and the dog.
Mhm.
By the way, the dog is crazy. I just don't even. That's like another whole show by itself. Rachel's crazy dog, Cody. Truly.
That's okay. We'll talk about Bentley too while we're on here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll talk about everybody and
Yeah.
their crazy dog. But
Right.
it was just us. So Rocky Mountain Human Services, I had this idea to hit them up. And so my roommate is a 70-year-old Vietnam vet.
Nice.
And I adore him. He is a lovely person and has really been a friend and has been family during this time. And so my home is now a support system for someone who went through that experience.
That is awesome.
I went through. So to be able to pay that forward, just to me is the gift that keeps on giving. And I would suggest to some of you, you have an extra room. You have that room over the garage that, was supposed to be like the mother-in-law plan, and you ain't used it in a while.
Yeah.
Clean that out. Call Rocky Mountain Human Services. Look, they're not going to make you take somebody for free. They have, where you could create an extra income in your home, and you can help someone, kind of come out of their crisis and come back into their full self and be, somewhat independent, and you can help with this problem. So, by supporting one another, we're supporting not only ourselves but other people. That's community.
It is.
That's community. So it's been a lovely
it's a give and take too. That's really nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a lovely experience, and doing the outreach we did reminded me of how cold that winter was in 1993. How scared I was. And, DHS, they don't exactly like for you to have children in places where it's cold. So there was kind of that interaction too, and figuring that out. And I understand why some moms will stay in their car and not tell nobody what's going on.
Exactly, because absolutely, and I know that's one of the things I did. I didn't stay in there for very long, but I mean that it was a real situation for me. You would be scared as you to confide in someone, especially if you have children, because you have that fear of them taking your children from you. And then what happens when that happens? You don't know when you get them back, if you get them back, if they're going to be treated well.
Right. So I think this is why more than ever we need one another. We need one another as a shelter from the conflict that's going on, the state conflict, the political conflict, then we might have nuclear war next week. We just don't know.
Honestly, the world woke up and chose violence. Honestly, you got World Western Way is in danger. We got the Native American Children Protection Act that's in danger. We've got our trans children are in danger. It's a very real situation.
It feels rough out there. So, just as like a parting thought, I think that now more than ever, we've got to open our homes, we've got to open our hearts, and we've got to be a support system to somebody because, we think, I'm over here and I'm fine. Maybe not. If our leader doesn't make it, I'm connected to her.
Yep.
That means there's a part of me that's not making it either. Let's open our homes and hearts and what we have to other people, and then maybe we all can make it through these dark and perilous times.
Yes.
Any closing thoughts?
Honestly, I do have one. You mentioned the Rocky Mountain Human Resource Center. Right? That's what it's called, right? When we talk about opening our homes and our hearts, let's make sure we're safe about that. Contact them. Contact an agent.
They did pre-screen. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that's important because you want to be careful who you are letting in your home. But it is important to share what we have. We gotta stick together. We absolutely do.
All right, that's it for today's Rachel's Roundtable. I'll be back next week. We're going to do Monday. And you know what? Just think on what can I do to create common unity. That's the thought. I hope that we'll be able to talk more on that next week. Hoping to have Silver Key in. They're doing senior apartments here in Southeast. It's going to be very promising and a very interesting show.
I'm looking forward
Make
to
sure
it.
to tune in.
Yes, ma'am.
My jam.
That is awesome. Well, thank you for the opportunity for us to get together.
Thank you for just kind of rolling it off. I
was supposed to be here at 10, but I was bad. I went to like the crystal store. I had to. I have to talk to you. Honestly, it's been, but I just came from the
I
crystal.
like your new lapis lazuli.
Oh,
They
yes.
have that on the other day.
No, I didn't.
I
But
need a lapis lazuli that size.
yeah, Charmaine,
What's the property of the stove?
So this here is a lapis lazuli. It's got quartz, pyrite, and lapis in it.